So I got a question if the PR would slip by using a knot at the terminal tackle, or not, or lack of a knot at the terminal tackle, and just looping it around. Basically, don't use the cat's paw, and that way the cat's paw is not doing any of the holding. I don't know when you would not want to use a cat's paw, because the idea is that the whole system kind of gives you 100% strength. But if I'm going to make a guess, right, the point at which the loop meets the eye on the far side, on the inside, right, that will be the point where you are splitting into two lines, right? And so that will be the instantaneous location where you get 100% of the tension, and it's not divided by two supporting lines of the loop. So we're gonna tie this, and tie this real quick. I'm not gonna do any explanation this time, but I'm just doing this on camera again with the same stuff. This is Berkeley X5, 80 pound strength, PE6. So loose to start, and then a few tight ones to finish those beginning wraps, blocking off the. Just want to make sure those first ones look good. And I will also, if I can find a tape measure handy, which maybe I don't. Wanted to measure it, but whatever. I'll wrap this up again. Overhand. Apparently I can't do an underhand knot. Underhand. Overhand. Underhand. Okay, and then it's not as important on the loop knot, but a regular PR, I always add that blocking knot, or that locking knot, overhand knot. So I'm just going to do it as a matter of habit. It's weird doing it across the bench here. Can't get the angles that I'm used to using. Okay, so there it is. The blocking knot, and then pinch the tag end and pull that blocking knot through those teeth. Okay, cut it with a little millimeter of tag. And there it is. Real quick. Whoop, almost lost it here. Okay, so there it is. Jesus Christ. PR knot up to the loop. Then the idea is that we just put it through and see if it slips. So I'm opening up this snap. Had to open the hard side, didn't I? I'll open the easy side and put it through that side. The other things that might affect the break strength rate. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, right where it goes through the loop, right? Like everything's got this whole system, you know, this whole loop can support 2 times the breaking strength. But that point right there, where it changes direction inside of the snap and the line goes up, changes direction, comes down. That point where it changes direction at the top and inside the snap is probably where it's going to break. Like you have a lot of tension right there, and it will be 100% of your pulling tension. So we are probably likely to see the break right there. But I guess I haven't tested to see if the PR slips. I mean, I've used this several times so far, and I've always tied it with a cat's paw. And that's because I know that the cat's paw holds. But the cat's paw could be stopping it from slipping. But if you think about it, this PR has 2 holding locations. One is the main line, which is one of these sides. It goes all the way through, right? So that's obviously not going to slip. And then the other part is the PR knot, which runs all the way up and inside this. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I can't, I have to tear it without touching the hook. Otherwise, it'll get like 0. You'll have like negative strengths. Okay, so it's set to 0. Okay, so no loops are running over each other, and then we have a single time through the terminal tackle. And then we'll see how much. Well, something broke. But it broke inside the PR knot. I smell a little smoke. Oh, okay. So it broke. It did not break at my loop. So that's refreshing. It broke inside the PR knot. And it didn't break. It broke right at the PR knot on the main line. On the main line right there. But what did it get me? It got me 78.3. I think that's pretty good. That's not quite a perfect score, but I think it broke on the main line. Where would it have slipped? So if we think about if it was going to slip, it probably would have slipped, like the knot would drive up and main line would come out if it was going to slip. And so, yeah, this part right here would be the first part of the knot that would have become exposed because the PR slipped. So there's a chance that we didn't witness it. I should have marked it maybe with a Sharpie. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie this knot because this is maybe is unfair, right? Like this is X5, which has a lot of teeth and texture. I also want to demonstrate that this can work with 8 carrier braid. So my issue is that I have Berkeley X9 in PE5, but it's on a spool that is not its original spool, and I can't remember what the absolute break strength of X5. Oh, okay. So I think there's a little bit of X5 left on here. So sorry, this is X9. This is 8 carrier braid, and this is PE5. If I push this through. So this is PE5 with a break strength of 69 pounds, which is labeled as 50 pound when you buy it from Amazon. And I've got a length here. So we're looking for 69 pounds, which means that we're probably going to get 68 pounds. So I'll make sure I got everything here. And this time we're going to mark it with a little bit of Sharpie or something. Okay. Run it up. So the thing to be cognizant here is like I'm doing this on the fly. I haven't dialed in the I just got this bobbin. I haven't dialed in the drag for this specific knot and this specific line. So that is something that may cause this to break prematurely or slip. It's very tension dependent, but once you have it, like you kind of know what it is. You don't have to fiddle around with it. Like if I know that a specific number of turns, or if you like mark an index on here, you can know that it's a specific clock that gets you the drag that you're looking for. So you may have to pioneer this a little bit on your own if with your specific line. So this is 8 carrier braid, a little thinner, a little lower breaking strength, and we're going to test the theory. So a few times around, and then tighten it up as we get close to the bottom. Okay, so I'm still tying what I presume to be approximately the same length, or what I'm trying to achieve is approximately the same length. But if it slips, that's an easy solution, right? You just tie a longer PR knot. It doesn't really invalidate the strength of the knot. But I am not expecting it to slip, to be honest. The other thing I'll say is that when I tie these at home, I will wear nitrile gloves because I have rough enough hands that when I'm starting to deal with thinner PE lines, and I want to make sure my knots stay 100% so that I don't ever have to worry about them, I'll put on nitrile gloves just to protect the line as I'm handling it and tying these high tension knots. So always 4 hitches for me. No risotto finishes here. Okay, so there it is coming off the spool right here of PE5, break strength 69 pounds. And then let me get a Sharpie real quick, and we're going to mark it just to see. This is an interesting question. And the idea is that we will mark it at a known interval instead of marking it right up against the knot or one of the ends. So I have a little screwdriver here that will be a spacer. And so, and I'm going to mark it on the main line. The main line should shrink. The main line should extend if it the main line should pull out if this PR tightens up, right? So there it is. There's our mark. So there's our mark. And it's approximately the same width as the tip of this screwdriver. And it bled just a touch. So it bled just a touch. Right. Just a touch. But you know, if it only slips, like if it slips less than is perceptible through here, then I will consider that to not have slipped in a consequential way. Right. And we're doing this with like the worst conditions, where we have X9 braid that's even a little thinner than what I was previously using. Because the thinner the braid, the lower the drag would that you can run on that PR bobbin. Otherwise, you will start to ruin. You'll start to cut into the braid itself and twist it hard. Clear this out. Okay, so there it is. So there it is. One loop through my terminal tackle, my PR knot with a little indicator marking. So 69 pounds is what we're looking for. 68 probably, 67. It's good. It broke on the main line. Oh, it broke at the knot. Broke at the PR knot, and it broke at 68.5. So unfortunately it broke at the one location that we can't test. Oh, I guess you could test it at the top of the knot. But, you know, when I look at this whole thing, it looks like it broke inside the knot. Inside the PR knot. So it's missing some of that internal part. Yeah, I definitely should have tied it on the other side. Or marked it on the other side. But I mean, there you go. It broke. Like it was dictated to have, you know, supposedly break at 69 pounds, PE5, and we got 68.5. So I'm calling that good enough, right? I'm never gonna run it like this. I don't know who would. You're always gonna run this with a cat's paw. And if you run it with a cat's paw, you're still going to get 68.5 pounds.